100% Chelsea. Chelsea 0, City 1. Mate, talk to me.
Geez, where'd you start? I mean, let's start at the back, let's start right at the back. Courtois, I mean, what was he doing today? I mean, he had the one right down my end, he let Gabriel Jesus run straight across him. That could have been 1-0 down instantly in the first half, that was...
He stopped for a couple of goals.
Oh yeah, to be fair to me, he does, but... there was so many times. I mean, luckily at that point it switched it for him, and he decided to work it out. But you go even forward then. They all took too much time on the ball. Cahill was terrible. I mean, almost every time he dropped off the ball, and he's like he had all the time in the world, and he doesn't. Gabriel Jesus, without Aguero, he had to do a lot of running, and he did very well. To be fair to him, give credit where credit's due. But he just weren't good enough, Cahill, in terms of every time he dropped off the ball, every time he tried to play it, he tried to play this luxury football that we can't play in the Premier League. We played it quite well on Wednesday night, because Atletico let us play the ball, and they are a counter-attacking team. So was City today, but we didn't get the ball up, especially when Morata went off as well. Anytime we got the ball in the midfield, you were looking for that one man up front. One man, hold it up, get people up there, get bodies with him. When he went off, that was gone. And that, you had to play the ball quicker, simple as. Starting from the back, moving forward into midfield. Fabregas, I wouldn't have started him personally. I can understand why he did. Creative player in this kind of atmosphere. You want to get him on the pitch. But, they outdid us in midfield. They outdid us in all areas of the pitch. It just wasn't good enough overall tonight. I mean, I hope Morata's all right. He played all right in my opinion. I don't know why they brought on Willian. You needed that big target man, and they decided, oh yeah, I'm going to bring on someone the same size as Hazard. You haven't got that one big man to aim for. It'd have been great if they'd have played a 3-4-3. They'd have had Willian and Hazard going for it, not played Fabregas. That's what I would have done. We just simply weren't good enough. Simply weren't good enough. No idea what Azpilicueta was doing at right wing back. I'm not going to lie. I at the start of the season thought it could be a decent option for us. No, simple as. I'm not Moses' biggest fan, but I tell you, he has the pace, and he had that little bit edge, just to get forward, 10 yards, 20 yards, just to further a bit more, then you bring the team up. He just had none of that tonight, and it was like all the running was going, in terms of the wide run, it was all going for Alonso, and they just very simply showed him away from goal. They tried to make him come back on his right foot, and it just simply wasn't good enough, I mean, give credit, I give credit where credit's due. City were good, they weren't phenomenal, I think maybe we were a bit tired from the other night. It happens. I thought maybe the other night we should have made subs a bit earlier, but yeah, simply not good enough. In a nutshell, we weren't good enough. They are, in my opinion, they were my pick to win the title this year. I'm not going to lie to you. They spent well. Guardiola's a good coach. He's drilled, but so were we last year. We were the champions. We should be going and putting on a better performance than that. And it was almost got to a point, kind of when Morata went off, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes after that, just after half time, kind of that kind of period, just like we offered nothing, and as soon as they got their goal, it was just, sit back and defend like of course you would do. But no, De Bruyne, I mean, I'm not going to lie, good finish. Didn't pick him up though. Allowed him to have the shot, get the shot away. What can you do? What can you say?
Cheers.
All right, Sam.